G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video we're going to be running through the team building guide for the new physical tours who's just dropped on global. Really good, I will say. He's in pretty much a wonky spot, but you can definitely get some use, and this guy's definitely got some power too. So firstly, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. I create team building guides for all the new units that do come out. So jumping straight into it, for our teams we've got Space Traveling Warriors Pure Saiyans, which are the leader skills for this tours. And then we've also got Planetary Destruction, Low Class Warriors, Movie Bosses, Terrifying Conquerors, and Final Trump Card. From there, our links are Saiyan Warrior Race, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Destroyer of the Universe, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. So some key Saiyan links there which help out a little bit, but tough because we don't have too many extreme class Saiyans in there. But we'll jump straight into the linking partners, and as you can see here, he does actually have a 7 linking partner. Unfortunately, it is when the AGL tours does eat the tree of fruit from the tree of might. So a linking option that you're not going to have available to you all too often. In terms of 6 links, we've got the STR tours. Unfortunately, isn't EZAing during the celebration, but is a unit that could potentially EZA relatively soon. In the 5 link category, we've got the AGL tours that can go grade A. A unit that does actually EZA during the celebration as a sub EZA. And while he's definitely not the craziest unit in the game, he definitely can be, I guess, viable in some difficult content, maybe particularly where you are going to have type advantage. But yeah, an EZA to watch out for there. When we jump down to 4 links, we've got the Int Namek Vegeta, one of the few, I guess, pure Saiyans that are extreme class. We've got the STR Cooler, we've got Physical Raditz, Amund and Kakao, or the other one, I can't remember their name. Both banner units are here, and then also the Int, Broly, and Paragus as well. Moving into our 3 linking partners here, we've got the STR Cooler, so an EZA Movie Bosses leader, which is really handy. We both got both the 8th anniversary LRs, so we got the GT Goku and Vegeta, as well as the physical Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So really good to at least share a couple of links there. Obviously, Pure Saiyan, they fit under that leader skill. We've got the Tech Broly, who is also another one of those extreme class Pure Saiyans, so a unit that will hopefully easy A and B fire. We've got the Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta, so and Saiyan support. Really do like that unit with his guard. And then we've also got the Int Piccolo, who, yeah, is probably the best extreme class TUR in the game. So then we jump into the team builds here. We're going to start off with the Space Traveling Warriors team. So as you can see here, led by Turles, that is one half of his 200%. So we've got Turles, we've got both the banner units. Both of Turles' banner units are really good. They actually did a good job in supporting Turles with those two. We've then got the STR Cooler. So he is that support class unit that we can utilize as a floater. I've also gone with the STR Beerus and Whis, so a unit that we did get an EZA for a while ago, probably falls under the radar. Very handy with their dodge. They've got the heal as well. I think they're probably a bit underrated at this point. And then we've also got the Int Chilai. So Int Chilai is pretty much like the go-to extreme class support unit these days. She's just does it all. She's got the orb changing, the dodging, the support, the scouter. She is a unit that really does just do it all. In terms of rotations for this one, I would be going with Turles on rotation, and then I would have either of the banner units on both of the other rotations. So that's then going to leave you to float those supports that I was talking about. I think that's probably the most effective way to run this team. Sometimes you might struggle with slot 1 units, I guess, but I think this is still just going to be the best way you could probably run this team. So I will say that it is the AGL, Diaz, and Cacao who probably would struggle more in slot 1, but the Amond and Raisin will be really, really effective. So looking at the second team, which is I guess we're combining it technically here, but it's the Pure Saiyans slash Amon and Cacao. I mean, not Amon and Cacao, Amon and Raisin. So we've got leader of physical tours again, Amon and Raisin. Then we've got both of the 8th anniversary LRs. We all know how dynamic of a duo those two are. Access to both standbys, you've got a revive, and then a massive damage dealer. And then I've thrown in for our 2 orb changing and supports. We've got the Physical Kid Goku and then the STR Super Saiyan Goku. So rotations for this one, I'd be running Physical Tours with Amond and Raisin on one rotation, and then both the 8th anniversary LRs on the other rotation. That's going to leave you to float the Physical Kid Goku, so he's going to be providing that orb changing, and then hopefully you can get those orbs required to get the damage reduction support off as well, which would be really, really helpful to both of our slot round 1 units there. And then we've also got the extra defensive and key support from the STR Hachiyak movie Goku as well. So I think this team, and obviously being Pure Saiyan involved, there is a ton of options that you can switch in, bring in here. This was just one alternative, but I do think it will be a really, really powerful team. The next team we're going to look at is the Terrifying Conquerors slash Gifted Warriors team. So this one is led by the Int Piccolo. It could also be led by the STR Cooler, but this is the build we've gone with for this time. And I will say that the Demon King Piccolo is very dependent on your enemy that you're going up against, but if you can get him out, that is definitely a really fun rotation we'll talk about. So we got the Int Piccolo, obviously, the Tech DKP from the World Tournament, got the Physical Tours, Amon and Raisin, and then we've got STR Core and STR Piccolo. So with the 2 Piccolos together, the Int and the Tech DKP, fun rotation. They'll work pretty cool together. Then on the next, we would have Physical Tours and the Amon and Raisin. As I mentioned before, effective 1-2 punch there. And then the STR Cooler would be floating, giving off that support, and so would the STR Piccolo. The only thing with STR Piccolo is that he won't have his extra defensive abilities because we haven't got the movie heroes, but as a floating support, I think he would be pretty fine. He's going to have that guarding ability. Not the craziest team, but one that I think you definitely could have a lot of fun with. Next team is the Movie Bosses slash Terrifying Conquerors team, so a slight variation on the last couple of teams. So we're going with the STR Cooler lead, which is then going to allow us to bring in the AGL Golden Freezer, who's still absolutely insane for these short form content runs. We've got the Physical Tours. I've elected to bring in the STR Tours here. You could bring in another linking partner, one of the banner units for the Physical Tours. Either. I wouldn't take any of these teams into the most difficult content. I think for sort of the middling content, these are ideal. But we've got the Tech Janemba, who can provide that support, and then again, STR Cooler can also provide that support. So for rotations of this one, it would be the AGL Golden Freezer alongside the STR Cooler. You could then you'd be better off bringing Amon and Raisin if you possibly were able to pull them. But the Tours with probably the STR Cooler, and then floating the STR Tours is probably the wave, and then you've got Janemba floating with that support as well. But yeah, as you can see, Extreme's not in a great position. You can sort of swap up the team builds. This one probably gives you the most versatility in how you want to run it, just because Pure Saiyans is such a big category. But Tours, I think, is going to be quite difficult to work with. Not saying that you can't get the most difficult contact runs done with his team, I think it's just you're going to have really specific units and pick units catered towards those events. But let me know which team build you like the best. I think this one, if you were able to pull all 3 new units, would be a lot of fun. So let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.